Everything sounds good. I've always wanted one of these tire thumpers. You know, it's the best way to check the air pressure in your tire, right? It's been doing it for years, right? I used to travel around with a baseball bat. In fact, I had to bring it out of the RV one time in Eureka, California, when some crazy crackhead was climbing up the ladder on the back of my rig, pulling a solar panel, stealing a solar panel off my roof. And I come out there, it's the tire checker. It's a tire thumper, a tire whacker, I call it. You basically just hit the tire and you'll know. It'll sound completely different. I know what my PSI sounds like, so that's how I check. That's one way I check my tires. I have multiple ways, and I'm going to share that with you in this video today. Thanks for joining me, guys. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. I will be uploading this video with some Connecten internet, so check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. And go wax some more tires. Wrapping things up here in Mississippi, guys. That's right, getting ready for the road. I always skip Thanksgiving. Actually, I think this is very festive for Thanksgiving as well. Just getting ready for Christmas. I always put a Christmas wreath on all of my rigs in November. So the NautiBus, just like last year. I did get a new one. It's just a different look, but I've got some battery-operated Christmas lights on here, which you'll see tonight. Those run back in here into a waterproof battery box. And instead of a bow this year, I'm going with the bells. So I will show you the Christmas lights. I actually think it looks great with the eyeballs lit up, because it looks like this is his nose, his eyes. And anyway, I'll show you tonight, but yeah, getting some last minute stuff kind of put away in the bus and making sure that we are actually roadworthy today. I'm going to walk you through that process from start to finish. Whacking the tires is not my only way to check tire pressure. I had an issue one time towing the smart car when I had a blowout while I was driving my rig. You don't know what's going on back there, right? So with the trailer over here, what happens if this has a blowout and I can't see it from my rear camera right there? Well, I actually need to fire up the bus and make sure everything is going to work. I ordered 2 more TPMS sensors for the trailer. Same thing I eventually did on the smart car, adding 4 more to that system. But the main system up front is wireless. And then just like the 6 tires on the bus, here is your battery-operated wireless Bluetooth TPMS sensor. And so you put those on and then you dial it up inside. You tell it what its normal PSI should be, and then you set your parameters for low and high and temperature, and it'll alert me if anything ever happens to this tire or the other one on the other side. Essentially taking out the guesswork and just kind of wondering. Now you know up front while driving you will get an alarm if anything goes wrong with any of the tires. These 2, and like I said, all 6 tires, inner dually, outer dually, and the fronts all have those sensors. So I'm going to fire up the bus real quick, get my system set up, and then I will show you the interface here. Oh, my air seat doesn't work because my air tanks are empty. Kind of works. Kind of just going all the way to the ground too. Yeah, I'm kind of lucky and also fortunate right now to not really be in a rush. I know it might feel like that because I've set certain deadlines and I've made arrangements. I need to go renew my driver's license in Texas. I've given Mom a date for Thanksgiving week to spend and take some time off of YouTube. So I'm trying to get a little ahead on my videos also, but I'm definitely not in a rush safety-wise, and I guess this is kind of a safety video. It's all about preparing and making sure and doing everything I can to make sure that there's not going to be mishaps as soon as I leave. And that all started with 3 weeks ago when we left in the bus to test out the radiator and the new thermostat to make sure that we don't get weird warning lights for overheating and stuff like that. Not that that's an issue now. It's definitely not hot anymore, and it will not be hot on this entire trip, but I have plenty of time to test out these systems, and I don't even think I've shown you my whole rear camera system and the TPMS and how the interface and everything works. So I'm going to be doing that today and getting it all set up. But I'm just trying to make sure that I don't forget anything, so let's just take it easy. And thankfully, there's one thing that I don't have to worry about, because as long as I have my Groons with me, I'm going to get that nutrition I need. And I want to thank Groons for sponsoring today's video once again. I've been taking these every day, almost for the entire year, that you open up, and it has 8 gummies in here that are shaped like this, and they taste amazing. It's easy. I can throw it in my backpack, take it wherever I need to go. Don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. I don't have to mix any weird powders. And they actually taste really, really good for what they do. I've been endorsing and recommending this product for over a year, guys, and I'm telling you, it has been a lifesaver. It's not a multivitamin, a greens gummy, and a prebiotic. It's all of that in one easy, convenient packet. And as a bonus, it tastes great. In fact, I keep telling myself, you can't open another pack, Eric. It's only 1 pack a day. You know, those generic multivitamins that you sell over the counter, they only have like 7 to 9 vitamins in them. Groons has over 20 vitamins and minerals and 60 ingredients, which include nutrient-dense and whole foods. Check it out on the back, guys. It's vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, no artificial colors, and no artificial flavors. This is the low sugar option. They also have a sugar-free option available, and Groons for your kiddos. It's good for my gut health. Check it out for yourself, guys. In the video description below, click that link below and get up to 52% off your order of Groons. It's right below the video title, underneath, right before you get to the comment section. There's that link. I'm so on top of things and responsible, I already changed my next shipping address to my quartzsite address where my next month of Groons will be waiting for me. It's an easy to use interface there once you log on. I want to thank you, Groons, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get this bus fired up and show you what's going on here. It's been a while. We're going to get the alarm. Oh, the kitties turned the fan on too. Okay. Wait to start. Warm those glow plugs up. Still says wait to start. There it goes. And it's ready. Here we go. Let's... Batteries were a little weak there, but yep, the alarm will go off once my PSI goes over, I think, 75. I think that's where the alarm goes off, and then I'll be able to get air back in this driver's seat too. Can I help you? We don't go right there while we're driving, actually. So you actually go up there while driving. Okay. Oh, God. And don't jump down on me. Yep, 75 is where the alarm goes off, and give it a couple more minutes, and actually I can put it into high idle. It'll rev up the RPMs on idle, and so that way the air pump is actually working a little faster. Let's go outside and check on it. There we go. We can go turn the high idle back down. Gizmo's back in my seat. Okay, buddy. Right there. Okay. While the bus is still warming up, again, public service announcement, guys. Check your tires. Nomadic Fanatic said, go outside right now, look at your tires. My goodness, it has been a strange month for tires on this channel. How many tires have I purchased? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Truck tires are already brand new. We had a blowout on our last trip in California. So 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 9 new tires. Thankfully, I know the bus tires are good. What you're gonna look for is a circle or an oval shaped number that's kind of wrapped, and it's gonna be 4 digits long. In my case, right there. 4522. That means that these tires were made in the 45th week of 2022. So my tires are about 3 years old. This is a retired school bus that actually retired from the Snoqualmie Valley School District up in Washington State in 2023, and then it became available for me to buy the very next year in 2025. So these tires show no evidence of cracking on the side. You would know right away. You would start seeing crack and dry rot, and these tires show none of that. Grab a penny. Take a penny if you can find one. R.I.P. the penny. Did you guys hear? They're not making them anymore. We just made our last pennies a couple days ago. They're not remaking more pennies. because it cost 4 cents to make 1 penny. Doesn't make sense, right? So pennies are gonna be phased out. But anyway, grab it, stick him in the tread, and if you can't see his head, then you're still good. So there's his head. Oh yeah. We got lots of tread here on these front steer tires. I've gone around and checked all of my tires. They all have the same exact date code, which means all 6 of them were replaced in 2022. And I will, of course, keep an eye on them. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot of traveling like around the country in the immediate future, but we'll see. Next year is also the Route 66 100-year centennial. And I'm trying to plan a Route 66 trip. So again, I will check tires later. But we got all our sensors in, which means all we got to do is fire up that screen module in there, my Halo View TPMS and camera. I won't be able to show you the camera, the rear camera on the back of the trailer, because the trailer needs to be hooked up to the power. So that video is going to be blank, but we can look at our TPMS sensors and all our tire pressure, including the trailer. Gizmo, I'm going to drive the bus. You don't drive. Scooch. Scooch your pooch. Scoot your booches, come on, buddy. All right, normally when my trailer's plugged in, this would be showing me the rear view on the back of the trailer wirelessly. I also do have to turn on the lights because that sends 12 volt to the trailer lights, powering the camera back there, but it's not actually connected right now. So it says no signal right now, but we're gonna go through here and hit TPMS. And in this screen right here, this interface is actually set up for a semi-truck. Just so you know, this is designed for an 18-wheeler. It works great for my bus though, so what I've done is I've assigned the front 2, obviously for the steer tires, and then down over here you've got the outer and inner dually. Same thing right here by my finger, the outer and the inner. And then over here, there's my trailer tires. So the first time you plug them in, it says, it thinks that that's the PSI you want to maintain, and then it gives you some parameters. So right now, let's see here. We got 113 PSI in the front, 110 in that one, 109, 108, 111, 109. I could bring those up and try to match them all. I like it to be 112 for mine, but they are cold right now. And the second number, 68, that's the temperature. So they're all 66, 66, 68. Over here for the trailer tires, they're both at 47 and 48. I'm gonna fill those up to 50. That's what I like. I don't know, those are brand new tires, but they were at 50 the other day when I checked. They will be before I leave. And then their temperature, 75 and 73. Now within there, you've also got some other stuff you can change here. You can change the PSI. 55 is what it's supposed to be. The pressure will go off at 55, the alarm, and the alarm will go on if it goes under 39 PSI. Also, if the tire reaches a temperature over 158 degrees, I will get an alarm. And I don't have to be on this screen for it to give me the warning while driving. Let's say I'm just driving down the road and this shows me the view. If something happens with any of my tires, including the trailer tires, an alarm will come on here and that you can hear, and also it will tell you which tire, so you can pull over immediately. It kind of takes the guesswork out of driving down the road, and believe it or not, there's still people today that drive $100,000 fifth wheels behind their dually truck, and their truck itself has sensors on all 6 tires, the front tires, the back 4 dually tires there, and they're just kind of just driving down the road. They look out the mirror every once in a while. I've seen it happen. I've talked to people and it's like, yeah, but what if you have a blowout on your tandem axle or your dual axle, or you know, it's like, well, I would hear it. But what if you don't hear it? I mean, what if you don't see it? What if you don't catch it in time? I've seen some pictures where people get to the rest area and their whole rotor is gone on the tow car, or like all the way up to the brake caliper on their trailer because they were listening to music or talking with the family and they didn't even know what was going on behind them. I have been traveling for a while, towing cars, flat towing cars, trailers and stuff like that, where I don't like to leave it up to chance anymore. I want to know what the heck's going on. I want to see it, I want to look at it, I want to hear it, and I want to know what is going on for sure. No more guesswork in my life. And I highly recommend, if you're watching this video and you don't have TPMS sensors on whatever is behind you that you can't see or feel, get them. Get them. These Halo View systems are not that expensive, and I added 2 sensors. I got them on eBay for $44 for 2 more sensors, so $22 a piece for peace of mind, knowing that my cargo in that trailer is going to be safe. So do me a favor, consider it, guys. Yeah, okay. don't think I need to run this any longer right now. Actually, that's not true. Lights! Let's turn on all our lights. This would be a little easier. Maybe I'm gonna get Billy. I'm gonna get Billy to check my rear turn signals. Actually, he's gonna do it when I leave here anyway, because I'm gonna hook up the trailer and then I'm gonna have him go around and check everything. But make sure all of your lights work. It's hard to see here in the daytime, but these orange ones, my headlights, my blinkers, my indicators, all three of my marker lights up there are working. This is a turn signal here that'll come on when I do it. There's that one up there, marker light is lit, yep. Because did you know, I can only really speak for the state of Texas, whatever you're driving, they can pull you over if the original lights aren't working. So even if it's like a weird rear view light that's never worked since you got it, if it was manufactured to work, that light, that orange amber light is manufactured to be lit on the side, it has to have a working bulb in it. Otherwise you can get pulled over and probably write you a ticket, probably give you a warning because you didn't know. But yeah, just so you know. Okay, that one's lit. This will be a lot easier to see in the daytime. Let's see, all three marker lights up there, all lit. Down here, once again, these are different. That's the stock light. This is an aftermarket LED light, but it still works. And then obviously, you're gonna have to have a light on your license plate here also. So I'll double check everything once I get hooked up, have Billy's help make sure all my blinkers and everything work. Yeah, I think we can turn the engine off for now. Hey, Chunks. Hey, Gizmo. The Gizmo Bismos. And all our lights. Safety, safety. There's my all-in-one smoke detector and O2 sensor. So if the oxygen level gets too low, if I have a diesel heater problem or a propane heater problem, or for some reason I have an exhaust leak somewhere in the back engine compartment, this is going to alarm and tell me. This is also a Bluetooth one too, so it can give you a push notification on your phone or on your Apple Watch also, in case you're not in here or you're too far away. Like if I'm driving up there and I don't know that there's an exhaust leak or something going on. Also smoke detector. This is an all-in-one, and every time I put one of these, everybody says, the O2 sensor is supposed to be on the floor. Okay, it's an all-in-one, so if I move this and put it on the floor, then all the smoke detector people, the smoke detector is supposed to be on the ceiling. Okay, it's an all-in-one. So, no matter what. Okay, I hear you guys. It's an all-in-one. It does both. I can't cut it in half and put half of it. It's gonna work up there. Do you travel with a fire extinguisher? This is not just a motorhome or a rig, this is also my home. Check your fire extinguisher. I choose to keep mine closer to the driver's seat. Mine is actually right here, but actually look at it too. Check it and make sure that it's not expired. So this one is still in the green right there, see? So this one's still good, okay? You know, I've actually heard lots of stories from people and seen lots of videos. A lot of truckers, semi-truck drivers, are the ones that travel with the fire extinguisher, and they're first to arrive on a lot of these little engine fires before the police and before the fire rescue and everyone are there. So if you ever do have a problem and you're in a car, try to flag down a semi-truck driver if it's smoking or there's a fire under your hood or something that's small and manageable, because a lot of us do travel with a fire extinguisher, and that could save your vehicle or save your life or save your pet's life too. So check your fire extinguisher. What else? Well, right now might not be the best time to show you this because I've still got stuff all over the counters, but you know, make sure everything's secure. I got these little easy, I think these were $10 for a 2-pack, little baby locks, so that my freezer and refrigerator don't come slamming open before you get going. You just lock them. It can't open or close until you unlock it when you get to where you're going. So, also all of my cabinets, I installed the magnets. So I have magnets that keep them from opening up on me. Yep. This doesn't get stored up here, but the coffee maker is secure. I drilled an L bracket directly into the side plastic. This gets to stay here all the time on both sides. My microwave, convection oven, air fryer, broiler microwave system. I got so lucky, guys. So the existing screws, these black screws that were already in the microwave, were the same exact level as this L bracket I used. So I utilized that. It took the screw out, put the L bracket in, put the screw back, and then I put in a self-tapper into the butcher block, and the microwave is secure. And that was also another reason why I did my little test drive 3 weeks ago, was to see how everything holds up in here on the road, because things do different things. Objects tend to move a little differently once you start moving around compared to just being parked. And there's gonna be surprises no matter what. I'm gonna have to pull over 5 or 10 minutes or miles down the road and come change something. This isn't probably going to last the real heavy bumps on I-10, the shower curtain. It stays in here great and it's solid. I can almost hang on it, but as soon as I left, it fell and dropped because just the flexing of the whole bus and everything. So we'll see. We'll see about that. My last little bit of safety advice to you. I know there's people that just aren't gonna listen, but I gotta say it, guys. Pick up a $13 eBay dash camera. That's right, $13 on eBay. I will also put a link in the video description below. You have no excuse. They sell dash cams that come with an SD card, and you plug them into your cigarette lighter so that when you start your engine, it automatically starts recording. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think about anything. They have loop recording, so however many hours fit on it, maybe days of travel, it'll just record over the oldest files and just keep that loop going. You don't gotta do nothing. When you turn off your engine, the camera turns off. It doesn't drain your battery. And then when you're driving down the road, driving your bus down the road, and a semi-truck just starts swerving in you and hits you, you guys get in a wreck, you pull over, the cop comes, a semi-truck driver says, he ran into me. And you say, no, he ran into me. The cop is gonna say, anybody got a dash cam? And you're gonna say, yes, because Nomadic Fanatic told me to get this $13 dash cam. And he's gonna say, well, that's really good news. Can I watch it? And he's gonna see where the line is. He's gonna see that the semi-truck came over into your line instead, and then you're gonna get awarded and not be at fault. Otherwise, without that $13 dash cam, it's gonna be 50-50. You're both at fault. Every time, 100% of the time, it doesn't matter. It is your word against the truck driver. I say truck driver, it could be any vehicle that comes into your lane, but that dash camera is going to save your insurance rate. I've still got a lot of stuff to pack away. I don't know why that Coke's right there, but I need to dump my tanks one more time. I need to donate my poop and pee to Billy and Michelle one last time. Pack up the trailer, connect everything, got some tools to put away, and then we're gonna be hitting the road. Westward. Westward, guys. Opie dopies. Hi, baby boy. He's such a good boy. All right, you go ahead and sleep it off. I'm gonna get some work done, okay? All right. Guys, be well. We will be getting on the road very, very soon, very shortly. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.